Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. Today I'm going to show you how to create this gold coppery smoky eye. So if you want to know how to recreate it, then just keep watching. Thank you. So I've already primed my eyes using Urban Decay's Primer Potion in their anti-aging formula. Now I'm just taking a skin toned eyeshadow and just running that under my eyebrow into the crease of the eye. So I just want to leave the eyelid area rather sticky from the primer because we're going to be using quite shimmery eyeshadows and there is quite a lot of fallout. So the primer will help to stick the eyeshadows in place a bit better. Now I'm just going to use this warm terracotta shade from the Sleek's Ultra Matte palette and run that through my crease. And then with a softer, fluffier brush, I'm just going to blend that out a little bit with a tiny amount of the caramel colour in the same palette. Don't worry too much about blending out the bottom half of that, so the bit that meets the eyelid, we're just blending out the top at the moment. Now I'm going to take this really nice copper shade in the Sleek original palette and take that on a flat shadow brush and just pat that onto the eyelid. Now this product does have a lot of fallout, so really tap off your brush before you apply it to the area. And when you apply the product to the eyelid, press the brush in place and don't swipe it back and forth. Now just to blend that out, we're going to take the brush that we used in the crease and run that where the copper colour meets that crease colour we applied at the beginning, just so that there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take this pale yellow shade from the palette on the other side of that flat shadow brush and just press that lightly onto the centre of the eyelid. This will just add a bit more dimension to the eye and bring that area a bit more forward. Now I'm just going to take a wipe and clear up any fallout under my eyes. This is why it's a good idea to not do your base till after when you use shimmery products. Now I'm just putting on a little bit more of Urban Decay's primer under my eyes. Now I like to do it in two halves and not apply the primer all the way around right at the beginning because it does lose its tackiness. So I like to make sure that it's freshly on when I'm applying eyeshadow over that area, just so it hasn't already set. Now I'm just going to take that nice coppery shade onto a liner brush and just run that underneath my eyes. Again, remember to tap off any excess before you start applying the brush to your skin. And we're joining that up in the inner corner and making sure it meets on the outer corner as well. And then with your crease brush and a little bit of that colour, just start to blend out the edges. It doesn't matter too much if you blend this out fully at this stage because we've still got a foundation to apply and we can do a little bit more blending after that. So for my primer today I'm going to use one by Dermalogica. It's called the Skin Perfect Primer. I'm just going to use my fingers to apply that. Now because the eye makeup is so shimmery, I'm going for quite a matte base today and rather full coverage. So I'm just using Kat Von D's Lock It Tattoo Foundation in shade 44. You want to pat the brush where you want more coverage and buff the brush where you need least amount of coverage. So for me that would be my forehead, so I can really buff the product into the skin. And then on my cheeks and on my chin, I want to pat on the layers. You still want the product to sink into the skin, but by patting it, you're keeping the product exactly where you need it and not moving it about. And then for my concealer today, for under my eyes, I'm going to be using Collection's Last Imperfection in number 1 Fair. I'm going to take a small buffing brush and just buff that in. So you have more control with the smaller brush, so when it comes to locating a product, like keeping it into the exact same place, the smaller brush is a lot easier to control. Now I'm just going to take that fluffy brush we used right at the beginning and firstly only set the makeup under my eyes, so the foundation under there. Because I like to leave the foundation on my skin just for a little bit before I powder it, just so it can settle in a bit better. Now with that matte caramel colour, I'm going to blend out the bottom and outer edges of this eye makeup. So it's a very warm, blown out look, but you don't have to take the products down so low if that isn't really your style or isn't something you feel comfortable with. Quite often these inner corners get missed when blending out darker shades there, so just make sure that you go around the whole circumference of the eye makeup. So next I'm going to do my brows, and for that I'm going to use L'Oreal's Brow Artist Plumper in the medium dark shade. Now I'm not going to fill them in at all, I'm just going to use this because the eyes are already quite dramatic, so I think it might be nice if the brows are a bit softer. So that's the difference that product makes. Now I'm just going to do my winged liner and mascara off camera, and for that I'll be using Kat Von D's Tattoo Eyeliner in Trooper, and my mascara is Lash Sensational by Maybelline, so I'll be right back. Now I'm just going to apply some eyelashes. I've applied the glue and I've waited about 20 seconds for it to get tacky. So I have both my eyelashes stuck on now, I'm just going to wait for that glue to dry. And whilst I'm doing that I'm going to apply my blusher, and for that I'm using a cream blusher by Bourjois and a stippling brush. So another reason for not setting my foundation in place earlier and just setting under my eyes is because we don't want to apply a cream blusher over any powder, because it's then harder to blend. So I like to apply it with the stippling brush and then take my finger and blend out the edges. And the heat of your finger just helps to melt the product onto your skin. Now I'm going to take my powder foundation that I used at the beginning and just apply that all over my skin. And this is Collection's Lasting Perfection Powder Foundation in their lightest shade Fair. Now I'm going to use Rimmel's matte bronzer just to bronze up my cheeks a little bit. Again, I'm sticking to more matte products because the eyes are so shimmery. I also like to take this into the hairline and onto the temples. So the last thing to apply is my lipstick, and for that I'm using Estee Lauder's Pink Berry. So there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete. So thank you so much for watching today, and please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, bye bye.